The island has landed. I'm Brian Moore, and this is Focus NNS. A major milestone as the island is landed on CVN 78. We'll take you out to flight deck for the ceremony. The newest safety song video makes its debut, and the ribbon is cut on new offices and a better way to support aircraft carrier overhaul. All that is coming up, but first on deck, the island has landed. The island landing event began with a ceremony on flight deck where Mrs. Ford Bales thanked the shipbuilders for their hard work in building the ship named for her father.
This morning we celebrate a wonderful milestone in the life of this new aircraft carrier and in the new Ford class of carriers. And also this morning we remember and pay tribute to an extraordinary president. And I'm very proud and equally to say a very special day.
Shipyard President Matt Mulherin told the audience that Gerald R. Ford continues the tradition of building quality ships.
It is our duty, it is our responsibility, and indeed our great privilege. Because we know 78 will provide American presence and diplomacy anywhere she's needed. She will be home to thousands of sailors, and she will keep President Ford's legacy alive for future generations.
In a long-standing tradition, the ship's prospective commanding officer, Captain John Meyer, Rear Admiral Ted Branch, Mr. Mulherin, and Mrs. Ford Bales placed coins and aviator wings under the island. Each one a sentimental or significant symbol of the importance of this carrier to the U.S. Navy and the United States. The next big milestone for the Ford, the christening. The Ford family will return to Newport News for that event in the coming months. Now, let's take a look at some other news from around the yard. From island landing to Virginia-class submarine keel laying, the next big event for Newport News Shipbuilding is the keel laying of the John Warner SSN 785. Senator Warner and his wife Jeannie, the sponsor of the ship, will be on hand for the March 16th keel laying event. And as with all of our major shipbuilding events, the Warner keel laying will be webcast. Keep an eye on Currents and YardNet for all the event and webcast details. The newest Newport News safety song video is sending the safety first message. The winner of the Safety Song Contest is Gary Moore, a designer in the Ford Class Carrier program. He says his song was inspired by notices in the environmental health and safety bulletins. In the video, Moore strums his safety message throughout the shipyard.
Necessary work was unnecessary hazard. Could result in accident just waiting to happen. Moving your helmet, you should always lean forward. Third in the top, it will fall on the floor. Long sparks, flying and breathing. Mix and measure chemicals affects the way you see.
A couple of spectacular wins for the Newport News Apprentice School. The Builders and Lady Builders competed in the 3rd annual Martin Luther King Classic over the holiday weekend. Both teams went undefeated during their scheduled tournament games. And you can show your support for the Builders by helping to pep up the audience during halftime. They are looking for volunteers who want to show their Apprentice School spirit. Visit the Go Builders website for more information. Well, we build aircraft carriers with modular units, so why not office buildings? In our feature focus, Jeremy Buston with our Communications Division takes a look at one of the newest additions to the shipyard skyline.
The new Consolidated Trades facility is now open. Any shipbuilder who has ever worked a refueling and complex overhaul can tell you, well, it's complex. With multiple locations and trailers, there used to be separation among the trades, making it challenging to communicate effectively throughout the RCOH project. This new enhancement along Dry Dock 11 will not only increase efficiency during the RCOH project, but it will improve employee morale.
We took some lessons learned from what we did at Pier 3 and gave the foreman hutches and under hutch lighting, add a little bit more working area for them, restrooms, kitchenettes, even the open area underneath that's under roof now for lunches and so forth. Toolbox, it's a great thing. And it's something that the men and women that build these great warships and do these mid-life modernizations deserve.
The new Consolidated Trades facility replaces more than 30 portable office units and provides a central location for greater teamwork and efficiency during the RCOH project.
It's been long overdue, much better than the trailers that were here before. I worked out of them for a number of years, so I know what it was like. And this is just a great thing to do.
Looking at the way it's set up, it should be a really good addition for us to continue to build good ships.
Inside the building, the layout is intended to accommodate hundreds of shipbuilders, and for new supervisor Katrina Tyler, the design makes perfect sense.
I like the way they have the open floor plan. They give all the trades a way to meet and talk and get all their stuff done accordingly instead of having to trace and run around different trailers and different buildings. This way we're all together and we'll be able to communicate and get the job done effectively. So I'm excited about the new building.
And I can't tell you how appreciative we are that the leadership of this company has decided to make the investments to try to improve the quality of life of our tradespeople. You go from maybe 10 or 15 trailers to 3 floors where you have all your trades consolidated. And for myself, in my new role as a production trade director, it's going to make my job easier. It's going to bring camaraderie. It's going to take away all the divisions that we used to have and the silos that we used to have and put us together as one family, one team. I call it one mind, one heartbeat.
For Focus NNS, I'm Jeremy Buston. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you, Jeremy. Well, that is it for this edition of Focus NNS. Make sure you check out the latest news on our shipbuilding website. There you'll find links to our weekly publication Currents and the latest edition of Yard Lines. You can also follow us on our shipbuilding Facebook and Twitter pages. And if you have a story idea or feedback about Focus NNS, email us at focusnns@hii-nns.com. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Brian Moore.